dopamine cultures, and second, the interest or motivation. Three, callings, the central discipline. For practical implementation, the page 56. So today, you want to try more approach the balance, the optimal health or lifespan. So we need to study get self-control. The self-control means sometimes you have dopamine, sometimes you have adrenaline hormone or cortisol hormone. So the self-control means the balance of our lifespan. The 56. In a word, the design, to harvest your attention, your life. The design, the word design by God. So God's word is made by peace, by joy, love. So we have a more positive, happy hormone, right? Serotonin hormone, and some are endorphin. But we have more, too much. We have dopamine or anxiety, right? And also, we have depression, the failure is my lifespan, depression, the pain, we have more cortisol hormone, adrenaline hormone. So in order to design to harvest your attention, the stringer for self-control is just for personal feeling. When I care, my heart or my mood is down, right? But sometimes I achieve some my goal, achieve my project, we're happy. So endorphin, right? So sometimes you fail or lose or my project or goal, we happy, you have the motivation, the cortisol hormone. It's a cyclical better. The weaving from the dopamine, the divine, is left on the first by calling central or discipline. That requires the shifting from external hook or internal entrance. So we have the external or internal. The external, we have more the movement or some achievement or behavior, and internal, we have too much stress hormone inside here. We broke the immune system, and also we are metabolism the disorder, right? So we had to study, self-control. The dopamine cultures. What is dopamine cultures? The dopamine is often misunderstood as the pleasure molecule. In reality, it is the molecule or anticipation. It's the brain's way of saying there's something important about to happen. Go get it. So dopamine. So sometimes dopamine is more equal to caffeine. Yeah, sometimes we have depression. We are very tired, right? So some people want caffeine. Why? They want the mood change, right? No brain changing, the mood changing. But we have caffeine. Sometimes we wake up brain. So dopamine. This subject. Oh, dopamine is very useful. Only useful? No. We have to more mention about those side effects. So everything, any kind of hormone, we have to balance. But too much or too low, you should know, right? So the feedback loop, I will explain to you. So something important is about the happen, go get it. So we don't have dopamine, maybe we have a state. So we have dopamine or we make the motivation. You want to change something, do the behavior. But you don't have the dopamine, or sometimes you stay, the stop or the delay, something. Okay? The feedback loop, in modern cultures, we are trapped in a loop over low effort, high reward. Dopamine is scrolling, notification, or fast food. The species, mucho trabajo or pocket money, general, right? Here, low effort, high reward, right? Everybody wants low effort, get the more high result or reward. But some people, too much work, but small money. So they don't have a unhappy heart or self-patient, right? So they want to try more. They get the improve or situation or the financial issue. So here, low effort to high reward, the dopamine hit, the scrolling, notification, the fast food. This creates dopamine, the baseline issue. Doesn't situation, this means as you flow your system with quick hit, your report will down regulate, so you need more stimulation, the just feel normal. So doesn't situation, and we have to just feel the normal. The pleasures, the pain balance. The pleasure or pain, the balance mean you have to dopamine, adrenaline hormone, will get balance. Okay, right? So serotonin. So we have a serotonin happy hormone. Serotonin, the minus hormone, negative hormone. So dopamine, endorphin, serotonin is more positive. Adrenaline, cortisol hormone is more low, the minus hormone. Okay, so you have to balance. So too much happy, too much sad, will injure our behavior and your immune system. Okay, and also brain too. So we have to balance the pleasure, the pain balance, the neurobiology, process the pleasures and pain process or overlapping brain regions, overlapping. So we have a brain, have the joy and sad, and also pleasure and the pain, the overlapping. So you have to balance your blending the situation, but sometimes each hormone, the too much plus, they don't go out, they leave our body, despite or something impact or the situation or aggression. So the overlapping brain region, when you indulge in the dopamine heavy activities, the dopamine's heavy activity, so too much work, too much exercise, too much you want to try to something, they have more feel something happen, this is more dopamine. For example, sweet chocolate, sometimes they have more serotonin, and then they have more endorphin, and also they have more the dopamine. The bitter taste, they make more adrenaline or cortisol hormone because the bitters, the brain feel, oh, it's not unhappy, right? So the bitter melon or something, lemon or sour, or sometimes lemon kind or some citrus, what they feel is a little bitter, right? So no dopamine. They make more calm down. So overlapping brain regions, when you indulge dopamine heavy activity, the brain compensates by telling out of pain. Restlessness, anxiety, the boredom, to find equilibrium. So distress or anxiety is the boredom, so they have a pain. The pain, adrenaline hormone together coming. Yeah. The evolutionary mismatch to understand the dopamine culture. Now, so many people anxiety, and some people have a depression people, so they want to happy. So endorphin, maybe you try the little levels, endorphin level, we are happy, some we can normal life. But some people want to try more strong, so they want to try the more dopamine, the hormone. So addiction. Yeah, so some people want the drug, medicine, or some the marijuana, or some the game, whatever. It's addiction because they want more strong, the strong level. So the dopamine culture, our lifespan is approach more dopamine in the world, the culture. But you have to look at what the dopamine was actually designed to do. In our hunter-gatherers days, dopamine was survival mechanism. The dopamine won't save by body. The survival, no choice. The essential, the hormone. Because you have the weak of the muscle or you don't no achievement, no motivation, you have to stay and they have to make more the depression, isolate. So we had to more jump up. It's a situation. So we had to survival mechanism. So we need more dopamine. It's peaked when we found the calorie dense food, the 0 calorie, the pound calorie dense food, the sugar fat. So the sugar fat make dopamine, but we have to worry about that. You are something the issue. Accurate now information, accurate new information about our environment, the motivating us to keep huggings, the huntings, and then surviving. Today, we have a Stone Age brain, the Stone Age living in an environment or infinite evidence. So now too much, variety of food and then too much. So we have to back the Stone Age brain. What is Stone? Now the AI. Now AI age brain, right? But long time ago we have Stone Age brain. When we have a very simple work and hunting and some the fishing and the farming, right? But now AI's age brain with IT, right? The industry or technology. So before we have more the healthy no stress too much because maybe today I fishing maybe 2 fish or something farming or vegetable farm the harvest we are happy. But now you can't live, right? But this time enough. We have to more make money because we have to more control our finance issue. I want to land. I have to using the gas, too much gas now, right? So the before the Stone Age brain and the AI age brain, the different. The problem, your brain is still well over security when the presents with a hyper, however, the cheeseburger and then it's a period over information, the social media, your brain thinks consume as much over this as possible as now because it might be gone to tomorrow. You understand?
Yes.
You can more share your think about this one. Look at here. When the present hyper polluter cheeseburger or an endless period over normal information, the social media inside here, the your brain thinks the consumer as much over this as possible now because it might be gone tomorrow. Maybe the consumer marketing or sometime you can more achievement or some the issue. But if now world this area, so everybody want to survive. So everybody want to buy something, right? So go to the market. They want to buy more because tomorrow maybe nothing do, right?
To your I think the mechanism something like the animal nowadays.
Yeah. Mhm.
Some animal like the bear. Before the winter days coming, they consume a lot of fish or meat, and make themselves fatty.
Yeah.
Yes, store the energy.
Yes.
Yeah, because they thought maybe tomorrow no food.
Yeah.
So
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
so the human have the same mechanism like the animal, but human evolution so far, but the animal they are not evolution so far as a human. So
Yeah. Mhm.
so human and the animals have a same mechanism in the how about in the base, in the base of our body. Yeah.
Yes. The foundation the same, but the real different world. Your discover animal world, the human world, almost similar, right? Because the animal maybe the stone age,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Human AI image, right? So and then we had more the starting for some we need more peers, so we need more coming because maybe tomorrow I don't have nothing, right? So use dopamine. So we have some people, with people had the brain problem, so they have the little every time they want more dopamine, and so they have to eat. And some people they want to vomiting after vomiting, eat and vomiting repetition. Why? They worry about that. It's a brain problem. Maybe now I have to eat because I need more later. But it's we are vomiting and the eating disorder, the same thing here. And here, the consumer as much of this possible now because it might be gone tomorrow. The reality, it is never gone tomorrow. The reality. This is the social media, some the cyber world. Now the reality, it is never gone tomorrow. The abundance is an infinite, but your brain, the stop, the switch never able to handle it. So the reality is never gone tomorrow. The tomorrow, you ever stay the same position, but when you human, the things, maybe I have to get it as possible more. Why? Tomorrow is gone, but really, they stay there. So, but your brain is stop. The switch lever is moved to handle it. Okay, so the OBT or the metabolism disorder, the same thing.
I think there is a very interesting thing. The marijuana, and the drugs,
Okay.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they are not like sugar or energy, right? They don't have the any energy for the human body, but it's a like the fake or cheat signal to your brain,
Okay.
and they can also bring you product the polymer. The polymer, yeah. So in the nature, so many things like the marijuana or drugs, they can cheat your brain, right? So I think so this is a human's body's mechanism or system. It's a vulnerable point or something lack of the safety mechanism to prevent the other chemistry like some poison, some like the marijuana to invasion your brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so usually the medical now, the marijuana, the industry, they want to approach the medical use the marijuana. So usually the pain control, and then also they have a lot of many the function of the body. But depend the side. Some people want to try to more normalize the habit or some addiction. So it's my things. Yeah, my patients, some people have have the Mariana addiction, or some people have a patient or chronic the pain patient in medicine. They take it. So the doctor give the prescription over the medical Mariana. So yeah, sugar or some of the function of the Mariana, the body, applied body. So it depends the case by case. So maybe if I have a chance, I give it to the website the Mariana history for human activity and also the brain, the function. How can I connect this one? So I give you some article for you, okay? The merchandise, how the culture hook us, the teach companies, the food scientists, the medical marketers, really here hire neuroscientists to optimize their products for maximum the dopamine level. So manufacturer people want to hire neuroscience people, the food science. But before we just put snack or the food item, maybe taste good and the cheap price of the manufacturer, the processing production. Now they want to more try approach more consumer is more increased level. So they want to try the taste. We have the level here. They control the water and then appetite. So they want to try to more touch. They more get the more the customer the more consumer more increase. So they want to hire the people here. They use the specific behavior psychological triggers, intermittent variables neural. This is the sort motion effort. If you approve our levels and get a reward every single time, the dopamine actually levels up. But if the rewards unpredictable, then maybe you get a boring task, maybe you get highlights of a video, then maybe you get more tests from the crash and dopamine, the spike virality. The infrared scroll is a digital the slot motion. Yeah, infrared the scroll is a digital slot motion. There are some people went to casino, right? So casino merchandising, they want to try the more addition, right? The win or lose, they don't care. The customer wants down here, just a couple times you will touch button. So for later, already no brain, no wake up brain, only the finger, the button. Because its brain stays there already memories and by body more automatically. So usually we have remote control, right? Remote control brain, we have the TV something, right? So some people too much overlapping the dopamine, they have no control, automatically something. So this year, the infinite word scroll is a digital slow motion. So dopamine spike, glucose spike, do you know sugar spike? Sugar spike, diabetic patient usually they have a spike glucose level. Too much sugar, the metabolic system is broken here. So more insulin is more overproduction. Sometimes they have something happen. So dopamine spike. Too much dopamine, the spike, maybe the CBT. Last time we mentioned the CBT therapy, right? The double the connection. Too much dopamine, you have out of control the brain. So some Mariana or drug, I want to try, but I can't. the spike. And slow motion, digital slow motion, perhaps sometime you try to make a hobby use, but repeatedly, the brain and my hand is not never control, out of control, just the repeat. So here, the dopamine spike violently, and then maybe you get text from cross the dopamine spike violently or infinite scroll, the digital slow motion. So intermittent the bilateral reward, maybe I'm trying to something, maybe they can't give the reward. So we more they have the system. The program or the system comes in my boundary area, no. My body, my brain, they give the boundary area. So sometimes you can control myself. Frictionless consummation, dopamine cultures remove all barriers toward consummation. All place immediately start the last episode. Once click, the processing or removal the time is taken toward reconsiders buying the somethings. The pass-through driver to remove the effort of cooking. Yeah, we have some time. We have so many time, right? So now after work, you're hungry because you skip breakfast and skip lunch, and then if you want to go shopping, the market, grocery market, maybe when you have a screen time, hungry time, maybe you get more item because you are hungry now. But after dinner, you go into the market, grocery market, you just piece of cake, the little grocery, right? And then dining room or drive-through different. If you go to McDonald's, the dining, you have to prepare time, right? You order time, so you don't need to hurry. But drive-through, very convenience, but you can delay because behind the back of the car they have a line, so they something happen, right? So they want more the push. So you have no choice. Only you have to decide your menu the before. So the dining and drive-through different. Dining have more the spare time. We can try more consider, and but drive-through all the order after you don't have a chance or need consider, right? So only the follower. So here the petitions or computation, this one, on click the person remove the time it takes toward be considered buying the something, the past drive to remove the effort of cooking. But we have sometimes we have to cooking, the home cooking is very high cost. We have to more effort the cooking and you have to take the time. The fast food, the drive through very easy. Just I pay and I get the food, so you save time. But sometimes we have to more to cover the nutrition. Artificial word, audience word, the gamification, the snap, the steak. Notification word badges were specially colors that mimic the dangers for audience or lecturers. And countdowns time have your brain priority system, the making the trivial things to feel like a matter over life and earth. So a typical audience word gamification, the slapstick, notation badge, and countdown timer help your brain the priority system, the making trivial things feel like a matter over life and death. The psychological tours, when you are constantly immersed your dopamine rich environment. Okay, dopamine rich environment. What is that? Where is more dopamine much production environment? Dopamine.
I don't know, something like entertainment.
Entertainment?
Yeah.
What kind of entertainment?
I don't know, the environment where you have fun.
Okay. How about you?
Same as her.
Same as well? How about the job boundary? You have very detailed job, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes achievement to your product, so you can feel the dopamine or endorphin.
It's depend on different situation. I think more dopamine sometimes is help you do the better job. Yeah.
Okay.
But it depends, if it's a routine,
Now the 10.
if it's not, there is no dopamine and it's like a short term
Okay.
things and you have fun, your dopamine goes up, motivation goes up and you're like, okay. But if you keep doing the same thing over and over, it's gonna go down.
How about endorphin?
Endorphin? I'm not sure about this one.
Okay. How about serotonin?
I know.
Do you know serotonin hormone, right?
Yeah, serotonin is a thing for love when you
Okay.
love someone.
Okay. The low level serotonin, endorphin, and the dopamine.
Yeah.
So today's subject, dopamine. We have an instinct or motivation.
Yeah.
So endorphin, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try something more changing my mood, right? The new music or something like that. So it's more improve my mood situation. But dopamine, we have to do something. The achievement or something. Yeah. So the motivation. Yeah. The serotonin and endorphin, just happy, right? I'm staying here, sit down. I'm very happy now. But the dopamine, I do something, try to some achievement. Okay, so motivation. Okay. The activities down-regulate your dopamine receptor to define against or constant the flow of stimulation. This leads to several distinct symptoms: anhedonia, attention fragmentation, and restless void. So, anhedonia, the inability to pair pleasures from the normal, low stimulation or activity, the living abroad, the taking of work without music, or having a slow conversation appear already boring because your baseline for stimulation were relatively high. So anhedonia, the passive side, no activity. The passive side here, just a regular the living book without the music and no communication. Just like the library. Yeah, library. But here, attention, the fragmentation, your brain becomes conditional to expect a new hit every 15 to 30 seconds. When you try to focus on the difficult text, like writing or report or studying, the lag over immediate or reward credit or feeling over psychological pain and restlessness. So attention fragmentation. So usually they have research evidence over the class hour, how long we take class time, more comes to over the student, is a 45 minutes, 50 minutes, the break, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. So, and then we had the memory, maybe one statement here. So 30 seconds, maximum 30 seconds, 50 seconds to 30 seconds is a maximum. So we want more memory here. We're leading what memory is my brain, the can have the space, the 15 to 30 seconds, the new hit every day. So your brain become the continuation or expect new. So data keep, we had a new one. Yeah, 15 minutes, 15 second, 30 second. When you try to focus on the difficult task like writing or report or studying, your special job, right? So you're reading the book, you want to writing and by your memory. So how long take your content? 1 or 2?
How long?
Yeah, how long? How much you have to write in your memory? Maybe you see this one. 10 words, 20 words. How many words?
From memory?
Yeah, memory you want to write down here. Maybe I want to try to track the dopamine culture or something. How long? Take
Maybe 10 words.
10 words?
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
Very short.
Sure. How about you? How long? 10 words or how long? 20 words?
No.
Today.
Less than 10.
I tried to say some strange the words. So oh my god, so many times here. Maybe today 5 words. Sometimes very simple word. Maybe I can try to 10, right? But she's more writing, right? But we others we have a short time. Yeah, than her. She's more lucid, more smart. Your daughter. So listeners void, that twitch feeling you get when you are waiting in line for 30 seconds and it's reach for your phone. It's a little mind readers the symptom. Okay, listeners void. Here, the grocery market here. So I want to pay my merchandise, the counter, right? So we have a line. So maybe 10 seconds, 1 minute, you just catch your shopping cart and then we just go there, right? But too much, so maybe I think maybe we have to wait in maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or 4 minutes. What to do? Just standing, or you're gonna try to cell phone or on YouTube?
Phone.
Phone? How about you?
What?
You have a line, the grocery market. So maybe we have to counting, right? We have to pay
Yeah.
the merchandise. So you and my bag order. So I'm here to try to more quickly pay, right? But we have a line, 10 people, 20 people. What do you
I'm
do?
with the phone.
Phone, right?
Yeah.
Everybody phone. So here, the lesson point. Maybe I said last Sunday I went to the treasure after church service. So I want to buy some ice cream because we want to go join the church service, the dining. So I want to buy the ice cream. For everybody line, everybody phone, phone. Yeah. So the last point. So they don't want to nothing do. They want to try something. Yeah. So sometimes some people had all day, 24 hour, and the phone, right? The lessons. So really something digital fasting. Yes, no.
Yes.
How about you? Your mom is every time you show the TV or YouTube, your mom. What's your name? Piper. How about your mom? All the time the cell phone, YouTube? Yes, no. Yes. Yes. She never lie. Okay. So the lesson for everybody wants really fasting, the digital fasting, and we have to do more the relax. But people too much dopamine use the culture. So we have time, maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. You don't want the boiling. You don't want the silence. You don't want the quiet. So we have to something to do. So the lessons void, the strange feeling you get when you are waiting the line for 30 seconds and then instability reach for your phone. It is a little smile reduce the symptom. Time. The core truth in dopamine cultures you are not the customer. Your attention is the product scheme, the farm and the sold is the administrative. This one, the core truth. So you had to more approach the customer. The customer wants no avoid time, right? The avoid time. So you're the seller or you're the store side. You have to approach the customer. They want using their customer choice or other item, right? So the marketing, what kind of the company marketing they want to try? The more music, they want the kind of music, and then they want more the TV. They advertising the new item, and then marketing. They have a new season, and then correct merchandising. So with core too. So they want to try the marketing. So because customer they want to avoid time. The contrast escaping word the economy. The dopamines, the cultures, the tribal or passive competition. The dopamine cultures, tribal or passive competition. The active or the passive here, competition. The climax your narrow chemistry require the shift toward active the creation and high precision activity. Activities that requires report the before they are wide or reward, like deciding the learning or engagement or reading the somethings. The use of dopamine slowly and sustainably or potentially to your baseline. So the merchandising, the marketing, so the company want to try to activate more competition approach. But customer side, the passive competition, the shift toward interest or motivation. The interest or motivation is a drive to more engage in our activity, but because it is our inherently the satisfying rather than for rewards, the wide dopamine cultures release on the abilities, motivator, like money or space, the self-control, the produce under instruct on. So we have to part. Picture where ethnic dopamine culture and intention calling the center here. The south, external reward, the peer over the punishment. Instead, the calling centers, internal the value and then curiosity. Sustainability, here short time require constant the sculling, but the other side instinct, the long term, the cycle, the sustaining, the feeling, isolate more anxiety, primarily impact. Instead, the forward, the competence, autonomy, the end goal, the result, or the process. So Elsan is more result. So you have the design, you have the design, right? The house or something. So in an important process, you have to more approach the result, right? Yes, no. Or we had to sum the binary, right? So we had the house. But we analyze the person time and then house we make the lifting and the foundation. Okay, no, right? We have to finally result the design graphic after we construction, right? So here, the external or dopamine culture, the calling the centers, the different. The external is the shorting and the long term, and the result the process. The anatomy or interest or motivation. The goal is standard for understanding this subject. The self-determination, the theories, SDT, developed by psychologists Edward Dennis and Richard Lyons. The two psychologists, the Malcolm the developer, and the self-determination theory. They found that the humans, the being are naturally designed to grow and master their environment. The provider were three basic psychological needs meet. We have three parts. The autonomy is the need for control. Then we have self-control too, right? We mentioned the self-control. This is autonomy, the need for control. This is the feeling that you are the owners over your own action. If you appear forced to some things, instead motivation this immediately, the shift to moving from I have to this, I have to do this, so I chose to do this because it in English is who I want to be. So I have to do this. I chose to do this because in English is who I want to be. You can explain? You have evidence?
I can't explain.
Yeah, how about you? I have to do this. So I choose to do this because it against is who I want to be. Apply your life experience. Do you have experience?
I think I was just staying within. I have to do this for most part of my life.
Okay.
I'm an athlete. I played sport, professional sports. So even if I don't want to, I still have to because they're really like I cannot say no.
Okay. How about you? Yeah.
I think the first one, I have to do this, means you are not strong enough. If you're strong enough, you have more choice to do other things. You can jump to the second one. I choose to do this.
Okay.
So it depends. Different people in different their life period. For example, if you are a student studying in the middle school,
Yes.
you don't have choice. You have to do that.
Okay. It's my experience. I'm the practitioner, the natural practitioner, and the coaching. So it's my dream. I want to teach in the world, worldwide. So the second one here, the who I want to be. So I want activity worldwide, the coaching. So I choose to do. So I get it's my job now for processing the school. So I have to do. How can I have to every day research. I have to more the study. You understand here, right? Yeah, so I have to do this because I have dream. I do coaching the worldwide. Why? I choose. It's my work. Yeah. So here, the first, the second, third. I have to do. I have to study more. Why? I choose to do. Because of I want more teaching. Why? Again, who I want to be, I want to become the worldwide life coaching, right? The competence, the need for mastery, the human brain loves to solve the puzzle and improve the puzzle. The puzzle, we have already instruction in the guide and then shape different. So we have to follow the match and the space, the shape, you can complete the puzzle, right? So human brain loves to solve the puzzle and then improve. You are intrinsically motivated when you have to motivate, we feel we are getting better and something that matters. So we have to more challenging the improve my situation than yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So we have to more dopamine culture and calling the central display and then the motivation. So you want to change something new. So you have more dopamine in the world. The shift, the focusing on the daily micro improvement or the skill rather than the final grade, the paycheck or a figure. So all company have a project. Here the claim, this month's smile person or very achievement goal, the customer maintenance, the customer service, and some insurance company today this month of our work rewarded person was some venture company. So some one salesman have 10 selling the this month the sale of a king or reward. So why? They want to try motivation. Okay, so now here your people, I give $10. So please come here, the front. I give $10. So everybody maybe want $10, you come in here. So more motivate, more improve, right? So you are instantly motivated when you feel are the getting better and something that matters. So this put the focusing on the daily micro improvement. The micro improvement, the step by step. You can change it all, right? So you had something to small project achievement and then small plan achievement and the final goal was more improve. So the final grade was more secure. So they have more reward, the paycheck. I working hard and over time or achievement something. So company give the reward, their paycheck is more, amount of more increase, right? Then so many people appreciate you. You're the skill or your final, your grade or something you're user. The relatedness, the report connection, the purpose, the feeling that your action, the matter to others or contribute to a larger whole, the shift, the trying your isolate, the difficult text to our brothers, the calling or community, the relate is connection and communication, the relationship, the report connection, the purpose, the feeling that your action matter to others or contribute your larger whole, the shift to trying to isolate, the difficult text to our borders, calling or community. When you have depressed and sickness and loneliness, you stay home. So you have to go out because you have more connection to other people, but it's not easy. Yeah, loneliness, need more connection to purpose. So some depression people have stayed home, so we have to more give the chance. They open door, they will come out. So their laziness or laziness, the people, we have to take time because we try to step by step, so we have to give the hand. So they can change it right away, step by step, okay? The extended hangovers. Extended hangovers, why the shift appear bad and the first? Here is candidate reality check. When you first try to shift from dopamine devices, externally modest toward intuitive on, it will temporarily feel worse. The psychologists call this the over justification effect. The over justification effect. If you are used to doing something for temporary reward, if you are used doing something for temporary reward, like getting rush or like after posting or workout pictures, and you are suddenly stop getting that reward, you walk out without posting about it. So your brain will instead interpret the activity as the pointless. Maybe you're applying your job, right? So how about you? Maybe you have the final, the design, right? So we had a little pot, maybe window goes on the light, something new, right? It's small achievement at all the brain blending and the final, right? So how about you have this kind of here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can share.
Yes. For my job, the architecture design, there are so many elements affect each other. So you cannot design a house or building perfectly in one time. You must
Okay.
modify it so many times, and you should talk to your customers and solve so many problems with the other engineers. Yeah, so actually building is like a human body. Yeah, it's integrated, highly integrate
Okay.
each other.
Mhm.
Yeah. So when we do the job, we will consider everything. Yes, it's so difficult.
It's my experience. Every day I research the nutrition product, the supplement, and some the herb. So I check the company, the manufacturers. So I want to try every day. Also, I figure out what kind of ingredients, what kind of function. So we write down, and then I contract. I write with the posting is by Facebook. So I'm the design too. So sometimes without posting about the no storytelling and just pictures, so some people they want a reaction, just touch the heart. But I try to more posting the information, the supplement information and the picture, the direction. They more give the more answer, they more question, and they want to try buy something. So here, if you are used to doing something for 10 viewers, like getting lots of like after posting or workout pictures, and you suddenly stop getting that viewers, you work out without posting about it, so your brain will instantly interpret or activity as the pointless. Yeah, so maybe your architectural design, and then my design is the rationalism, the same thing. So you have to push thought, electronic hangovers, a period few weeks where the activity appears, the dry and the underwriting. So you are waiting for your brain's dopamine, the baseline to reset. You have to reset, right? So you can start approaching the subtle and intense reward over the activity itself. So you are waiting for your brain dopamine baseline to reset. You have to wait in the reset time. You can start operating the subtle instant reward over the activity itself. So our brain, the function, you have to more to change something mood or something the result or the function, and then your behavior, your movement. So sometimes it's a very healthy, the brain, the tissue, but we can do that. But some dementia people, they can, right? They disconnect, right? So it's a normal people, they are more sensitive, and also they have peers more aware, and then the brain, the tissue, they work. But some dementia people, Parkinson people, they have a very loose love. They sometimes disconnect. So immediate reward over activity itself, so you are waiting for your brain dopamine based to reset. So you can start approaching the subtle instinct reward over active behavior. So the Parkinson, the patient have problems with dopamine dependency problem. Okay, so I more give sample. I used to work with nursing home. They care cancer patient or dementia patient or Parkinson patient. So usually dopamine therapy. So the Parkinson, the people. how to engineer the shift. So we learned the hangover. So how can I do? How to engineer the shift? You cannot simply wish yourself into being extremely motivated. So you cannot do it by yourself. You need somebody help. You have to activity engineers your environment and your minister proposally chase curiosity or willpower. The willpower is finite or resource. Curiosity or renewable. If you are strongly to read non-fiction book, if you are strongly to read non-fiction book to be smart, actually, and drop it and find a topic you are generally curious about instead that's your lecture interest for you. So if you are struggling to read non-fiction but to be smarter, actually, the drop it find the topic you are generally curious about instead that's your lecturer interest for you. You understand? Non-fiction. Yeah, non-fiction is not reality. So your lecturer interest for you. So reality, you have to try apply to your the topic and your reality lifespan. Okay. The non-fiction means it's not reality, right? The novel. And this topic you are generally curious about instead that your lecturer interest is a reality. Apply the Goldilocks rule. Apply the Goldilocks rule. Increase the motivation peak when you are working right and then it is over your current ability. So you have an ability, you can do everything, but you have a level 1 to 10. So intuition, motivation peak when you are working right and the image of your current ability. If your task too easy, your level is 10, but you choose level 2. If your task is too easy, you get bored, too bored, right? Piece of cake. So you don't have the motivation. So you don't want to improve because I'm so patient now. So I don't want to try the challenging. If it's too hard, my level is only second level, but it's my project 10. How can I do? So worry and then hurry and then we are confusing and then it's some novice, right? So it's not no good leader, right? How about you? So how about you have some fear experience? How long your job duration? 10 years, 20 years?
Oh, almost 10 years.
10 years. So before 10 years ago, you just start your level, and then now over 10 years now your level different, right? So start 10 years ago, how you appear? Just you start your job description, your company, right? The company give to some product. It's it's a piece of cake. I can do everything. Yes, or I'm strange. I do more working hard. I do research. I do practice. How you appear 10 years ago?
10 years ago, I think I know nothing.
Nothing. No.
Yeah. And about 2 or 3 years later, I think I know everything. But now, I think I know nothing.
Nothing. Change. Okay. How about you? You have experience?
Yeah, I'm a professional athlete in the
Okay.
past, and when I was like moving on to higher teams,
Okay.
like with a better one, I always said it's so easy, I can do it. But the more experience I have, more like, oh, maybe it's not that easy, and like it's not as easy anymore. I noticed that it's like complex thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I don't, if, what I did 10 years ago, I was thinking I can do everything so easy. Now I'm like,
More comfortable, no stress.
no, I just stress and I take a longer time to make decisions.
So you don't have a motivation. You're now used to your
Yeah.
technically now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I used to work on the hotel and the shop, the kitchen. So many kind of country, the food style different. The Japan, Korean, the Chinese, or French, Italian. So I have to try to track every time. So first time I can not too much good because the cooking, the ingredients, we know that okay, but more deeply I want more the high position and I have more good taste and more coloring or the garnishing the food. I had to more study more culture. So 10 years ago, 2 years ago, I studied Italian or French, Japan, the Korea, the Chinese, the culture. I studied. Why this kind of the country, the people like this one. So we had to weather, it's more the land. You don't know that? Just cooking and then cuisine, the different. So all kind of position have the more job position, the different, right? So first time is strange, right? But with second 1 year, 2 years, you use situation, it's piece of cake. But the dilemma, same thing. So we maybe first time we had to more open eye, two eye, right? And second years only one side here, right? One hand. And maybe 10 years, maybe we cross eye, we can do. But the problem dilemma never change. No improvement, jump more than less stop. So we sometimes we have to more motivation, so we need more stress level. The long time ago I talked to people, we need the stress is good for body, good for mental, and then good for the motivation. So the dopamine means we have the more engine for change or improve a situation. Okay. If we just write your interpersonal state, the ultimate or interest experience where the world itself become the yours and time that disappear. So we have to change your situation. We need some the dopamine. The dopamine is the root of stress. So we need sometimes you have to keep the little stress level. Decouple your identity from the outcomes. Decouple your identity from the outcomes. In a ecstatic mindset, your work is try toward results, the winning the game, the getting the promotion. In an realistic mindset, your work try to process the playing your activity, the learning the new skill. If you fail, the Islamic person demonstrate, the realistic person just see it's a new data for how to improve tomorrow. Okay, if you fail, the realistic person is the best. The intelligent person just see the new data for how to improve tomorrow. So, okay, what kind of person? Educated person, intelligent person. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we have two person. Your work is try to process, playing the integrity, the learning the new skill. If you pair, the external person is the best. If you pair something, you pair your project. The intrinsic person just see it as new data for how to improve tomorrow. So You are first person or second person? Extending person and the instead person.
I'm a second person.
Second person, how about you?
Intrinsic.
I'm a second now.
Second?
Before I was the first.
How about you? The second, how about you? You're first or second? Second? How about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Second.
Second? How about you? Everybody second? Okay.
Everybody.
Yeah, so we had to more challenging this mode, the new data for how to improve tomorrow. So is we did motivation, okay? The inside ethnic motivation is a fire culture. It is now right and burnout. We already studied burnout, instability. The insanity motivation is a virus like it's a small, quiet, but it can hit more entire house for lifetime. Yeah, so it's very different, right? So we had to more approach the instinct person. The calling centers displaying the calling is the journalist mystical the vocation. It is the intersection of your antiguous skill, your value, and the contribution to the world. When displaying so centered or callings, it transforms from the first one and stewardship. Yeah, punishment and stewardship. You have experience? I have experience the elementary school. So I leg over mathematics. So my teacher the screaming. So I give too much homework. Maybe we have some of the questioners. Maybe you solve the mathematics, the question, the free of our homework. Maybe fail the miscount or mathematics answer. I had the homework. The punishment to stewardship. Do you have experience? Maybe you are a professional estimate, right? Maybe you mistake customer, pay, return money, right? Complain.
Yeah.
You have experience?
Not necessarily.
Not oh, you're lucky. How about you? Architecture, how about you? Do you have experience? The punishment or into a stewardship? When it's a discipline is essential or calling and transform from the punishment and stewardship. Okay, second, the competence over calling centers the discipline. Competence or calling central discipline. Identity over outcome. Identity over outcome. Identity your label, the symbol. The identity over your outcomes. Instead of saying, I want to learn marathon. I want to learn marathon outcome. You say, I'm the type of person who doesn't miss workout. Identity. So display become an act of providing your identity to yourself. So you understand this one? I want to learn marathon outcome. So you say, I am the type of person who doesn't miss workout. Identity. So display become act of providing your identity yourself. The why and the how. The why is different. Why and the how. As Viktor Frankl famously wrote, he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. If your discipline is a try to a higher purpose, the all callings, the fiction of our task decreased. If your decline is try to higher purpose of calling, the friction over has decreased. The delayed gratification of power, the gratification of power in dopamine cultures, the variant is a defeated. In calling centers display, variant is a static the choice. You aren't damning yourself, you are trying out for something better later. So delayed. We had to hurry. So now modern people want to hurry because the convenience in the world. So everything set up, what's like in the store or some the gas station or whatever. Anywhere they have a delay, they don't have a delay system. They want to try the quick service, right? Because everybody have what kind of person? Hurry person, dopamine, anxiety, the temper. So customer side, too much temper, the anxiety and the hurry, negative patient and restless people. The marketing, the store side, they want to try to set up. Because delay, maybe you have 100 people line, maybe 2 people, the counter, maybe customer unhappy, never come back the store, right? Because they uncomfortable position and uncomfortable, they not give the service. Yeah, so delayed gratification in the powers in dopamine cultures, wearing certificate, the calling center displaying, wearing the stable choice, you aren't damning yourself, you are trying out or something better later. So company want to try more satisfaction, the customer quick service. If dopamine cultures is high speed chase after flattening the signal, and instant motivation is the engine that keep you moving, then calling central display is a contrast that dictates your direction. Yeah, the high speed chase after flattening signal. Sometimes I stop by bank. So the window, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a line. So I want to deposit or I want to withdraw. I have to give something paper, right? But the side they have an ATM machine, right? So we don't need a step. You have to give more kiss up. But some people want to try to multiply the step, right? So high speed chase after flattening signals and then instruct the motivation is the engine that keep you moving. So dopamine cultures, the dopamine hormone, we have a setup. I want to move something. I want to try something. It's the engine. We have to transform. We have a translation, right? The car, some. So we have to more ready for keep. We're going to a front. So here, instinct motivation is the engine that keep you moving. Then calling central display is a context that dictates your direction. Now most people treat or displaying like a choice or form of self-punishment, a hip they use to force themselves to do like things they hate. The calling centers displaying the final pillars. This is a devotion, disgrace or habit. But most people treat displaying like a chore or form of self-punishment. But it is devotion, disgrace or habit. Okay? The core philosophy from have to or want to. You have to, I must have to, no choice. But I want, I have choice. In calling central models, displaying is about distraction. It's about argument. You want to say to no to distraction. You are saying yes to higher the purpose. So you aren't saying to no to be distraction. You are saying yes to higher purpose. So yes, I have more, to more improve. I want to challenge something. So activity, but no distraction is a more passive side. The three pillars of our callings, the vocation, what you do, your specific skill and then craft, the value, why you do it. So no negative principle that guide your life. So value, why you do it. So the non-negotiation or principle that guide your life. Contribution, who is for? Why you buy this one? Good for what? Good for who? The impact your work has on others. There is a vocation, your specific skill and craft. What do you do? And then values, why you do it. And the contribution, who is for. The when those three elegance display the stop being act over willpower and the states being act over integrity. If you believe you are called to be healer, the studying anatomy isn't the hard work. It's the necessary preparation that preparing your identity. So maybe doctor must have studied medical, the dictionary, and then you have to study everything, the whole body. Maybe doctor say only the foot doctor, the only foot study. No, you have to study all body and especially the major foot doctor, right? You understand, right? You are a teacher, right? So your job, so you have to overall the house construction, right? Foundation and then look at everything, but only study indoor, so you can make the house, right? Just see here. So if we when your doctrine displaying the start being at over power and the start being at over integrity, if you believe you are called your healers, the studying anatomy, it isn't hard work. It's just the necessary preparation fulfill your identity. The identity still I am, yes I do. The calling central display deals on identity-based habit. In our dopamine cultures, you work for results. In calling central display, you work, prove your identity, your by self. So I am, I'm teacher, I'm professor, right? I am extinction, right? I am athlete, right? So I am. So what to do? I do. The dopamine approach, I need to go to the gym so I can look good for my vacation. So I want to try to show my body and muscle man. So the vacation, the beach, Santa Monica beach. So I have to more training the gym, right? So dopamine approach, I need to go to the gym so I can look for my vacation. Externally or temporary, it's temporary job, okay? Vacation only the summertime, right? Only limit. So you're temporary. The calling approach, I'm a person who value my health, so I can show up energetically for my family and my work. The instinct person, the permanent. So I going to gym every day. Why? I want to do good for my health. It's my workplace and then my family. So every day routine, right? But I think dopamine approach, I think person, short time, temporary. I want to try to more good for the vacation, right? But here routine, every day, I am person who value my health, so I can show up the energy for my family and my work. The instinct person, the permanent. When your display is try to who you are, the breakings that display the feel like or visitor of yourself, the visitor of yourself, not just a missed goal. Display much the stronger psychological the barriers against the chip and dopamine over skipping over the text. So when you discipline is to try to who you are, the breaking the discipline feel like better pride over yourself, not just to miss a goal. This creates much stronger the circle, the barriers against the cheap dopamine or skipping or test. The cyclic paradox. Paradox. Do you know paradox? What's the name paradox? French paradox. Do you know that? French paradox. You can explain?
Paradox is the result and the reason. They're not coincidence. For example, somebody speaks some words before,
Okay.
and totally different. Totally different with what he said after. So it's a paradox.
Okay. Good. Do you know French paradox? French paradox.
Paradox. Just what it means?
Yes.
Yeah. Just similar what he said, like, let's say I say, like, I never go to school in my life. I hate college, but then after time I go to college. Yeah.
Okay.
I just,
The French paradox, the French people drink everyday wine, right? It's alcohol. So usually the poor people, everyday alcohol have maybe liver cancer, right? Liver fat. But French people, not too much heart attack or liver cancer, right? The wine alcohol made by the grape, right? So they have more natural the ingredient to keep the heart attack and the liver the function, right? So something do, but inside it different result, the products. In modern cultures, discipline and then skepticism have a negative connotation. We see them as losing out from. It's calling the central framework. We recognize that everyone is sacrifice. The you either sacrifice your long-term calling for short-term dopamine, or you sacrifice short-term dopamine for your long-term calling. The paradox, this one, okay. And calling centers discipline make this trade-off explicit. It asks, is this distraction or the cost of a person I am becoming? If this was distraction or the cost of a person I am becoming, how to develop calling central the discipline? The moving towards this mindset requires the re-instrument for your daily tasks. So optimal health life, how can I make apply my spam the optimal health? So moving toward this mindset requires re-instrument for your daily tasks. The step 1, define the high stake. If you don't do your work today, you're tired, whatever, your mood down, your my sickness or whatever. If you don't want to do your work today, who suffer? Okay, you have a family, right? So you're a single mom. Yeah, for example, you have single mom. So you have 10 baby. So I don't want to work today. I'm very tired. So maybe I'm not work. Nobody feeds your baby, right? So how can I do? You have to job or you want to stay home?
well, obviously I go to home.
Okay. Yeah. How about you? You are brothers. You have a family member, but your wife, the work, the housekeeper, housewife. So you have to work every day. But you have a kid, 10 kids. But you don't want to work today. So who suffer?
Generally speaking, the family members suffer, but I think the biggest victim is yourself because you have a guilty in your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, so ownership. Last time we say ownership or the management, right?
Yeah.
So we had to suffer mean we had to do something. So, yeah. So if you don't want to your work today, who to suffer? If your colleagues involve helping the people, the providing or families, or mastering or craft to inspire others, then your laziness has a victim. So different becomes at our service. Okay, the define the high stake, the difference become at our service. The step 2, the minimum viable devotion. The minimum viable devotion. One day, when your dopamine is low and your motivation is zero, so you don't have a dopamine and then you don't have a motivation, just lazy. I want to stay the lazy today, cold day. The calling center discipline as for the bare minimum to keep the identity alive. Discipline as for the bare minimum to keep the identity alive. If your calling is to be writers, you don't have to write 2,000 words every day, but you might have to write on sentence to honor the court. You understand? So you don't have a motivation and then you don't have energy, no dopamine. You have to 2,000 words, but you can. But just one sentence, try every day is better because I want to make a routine. Because we are motivation and the discipline, we have to let it. Anytime you can more, jump more, add, but nothing do, you don't have time, you're not ready, you can start anything, right? I have an episode, now I'm studying Spanish now. I'm Korean, so I'm in the Japanese and the English. The why I have to study the Spanish, I have a new job, the city place, nutrition, for people, the all 100% the customer, the patient, the Spanish. So I can speak the Spanish, but I want more study. Why? I want more connecting, I want more counseling smoothly and then more detailing. I want to give the tip. So I have to study now, the basic. So here, it's very hard. Maybe I'm translating, maybe I'm using the translator chat GPT, so what kind of word, what kind of pronunciation very easy. But my chat education, the nutrition counseling, so minimum, I had to do something, right? Because I want to more good service for people, right? So here, if your calling is to be writers, you don't have to write 2,000 words every day, but you might have to write one sentence to honor the call. So you have to make a routine, just step by slow. So you don't need every day 10 pages, but every day is minimum 1 page, and after maybe half of the book, maybe 2 months after you finish your book, right? So you have to try your routine. Step 3, neutralize the start, the place, the circles, the space for your word. This is signal to your brain that you are moving out of the concentration zone, dopamine cultures, and into a creation zone, calling. So this could be the specific place, the place, desk, or moment of silence. So sometimes you mess your home ground or your room mess. So lazy, so every day routine, some too tired. It's 6 a.m. wake up and then I go to work and I back at 7 p.m. So I don't have time. It's clean my house. But keep going, my mood is down, unhappy. So you have to clean up one day. Minimum, at least one time a week, we have to more clean. So clean, organizers, so we set up the brain, it's a refresh. And then you have to more the challenge in something mood, and then you have to more the get the new one. So we have to make sometimes I episode, I'm lazy person. Sometimes a lot of book, maybe some days I want to more research some books, maybe 30 kind of book here. So I'm tired. I want to try to clean up tomorrow morning, but I have to more work. So I'm stay at the table, the mess, the dining table. So my wife sometimes blame, please clean up, but we have to eat in time. And I'm the fridge here. But it's a routine. But finally, I clean up one time and more clean and quiet, calm down. So I more plan the approach more motivation on some to do anything, right? Or something do, the new one. So this clean desk or moment of silence. This could be specific place, the clean desk or moment of silence. The summary. The hierarchy over action, to tie everything we are discussed together. The dopamine cultures is the noise trying to distract you. Dopamine culture is the noise trying to distract you. Intrinsic motivation, we have extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivation here. It's the internal fire that makes the work enjoyable. So, just enjoy it. Why you work? Why you work? You for survival, or you for support your family, or you enjoy your work? A or B?
Half and half.
Half and half. So you like your job,
I like
right?
it more.
Okay, good. How about you? You only want make money, you get your job, or you enjoy your job.
I enjoy my job.
Enjoy it.
Yes.
Even sometimes.
I like drawing and thinking. So
Okay, good. So you like it. How about you? What kind of job? You're supervising something, right?
Huh?
What kind of your job?
Right now,
Yeah.
I wait.
Wait, okay. So something good. So just you work for your money, you're unhappy, or you also I do something good is my enjoyable and I like my job. So how do you appear? The second enjoyable job is more happy, right? Yes, it didn't matter some the money, right? Yeah, me too. Sometimes I job social income, but I like love job. Keep going 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and then make more. The growth make our poor. So then sometimes the balance. I like a job, but it's so little income. But this job, I don't like it. But it's more income. So we have to now temporarily I have to do. Why? I have to survive with myself. So but I have to keep this one. Why? I love my job. So we need something balance later here, and then you more match the balance. I love my job and make the income, right? So we have the balance. The calling central disciplines is the structure that keep our fire the burning even when you don't feel like it. The calling central discipline is the structure that keep the fire the burning even when you don't feel like it. The insight discipline is not the art of forcing yourself. It is the art of remembering what you want most when you are being tempted by what you want now. So what you want now. So discipline is not the art of pushing yourself. it is the art of remembering what you want most when you are being tempered by what you want now. So it's very important here, the light inside here. The critical implementation, the bridge gap between where you are and calling the central light, you have to manage your neurochemistry. Neurochemistry. The neurochemistry means we have a hormone, okay, dopamine hormone, adrenaline hormone, endorphin hormone, oxytocin hormone, progesterone hormone, and the thyroid hormone, everything. But thyroid hormone you can control when you support the hormone, but you can try to more endorphin, dopamine, adrenaline, the stress hormone, the cortisol hormone, you can control. Why? You have to manage the balance of lifespan. Okay. So to bridge the gap between where you are and calling central life, you have to manage your neurochemistry. Number one, dopamine fasting. The fasting means you have to eliminate some toxin. The dopamine fasting. So we sometimes we need dopamine, but sometimes we have to fasting dopamine. Too much is no good, right? So too much is anxiety. So periodically reduce high stimulation activity to allow your receptor to reset. This make boring but the meaningful work like reading or deep work that feel rewarding again. So dopamine fasting means you have to make a balance. This make boring but meaningful work and lateral readings or deep work that feel rewarding again. Friction management make the wrong things hard. Put the phone in another room and the light things easy. Set out your tool the light before. Okay. So friction management make along the things hard. Put the phone in another room and the light things easy. Set out your tool the light before. Reframing displaying the view self-control, not our limit batteries that run out, but as a muscle that stronger when ignoring your core value. Okay? Reframing displaying view self-control, not our limit or battery. Okay, not how. Yeah, discretion or some the burnout, right? So, but as a muscle that the stronger when ignoring your core the value. The insight displaying is a bridge between goal and accomplishment, but the meaning is the fear that keep you on the bridge. So fear. So displaying is the bridge between goal and then accomplishment, but meaning is the fear that keep you on the bridge step by step. So this one. We have a bridge here. Yeah, bridge here, we carve some here, right? But here, we have a small river here, the maybe lake, something. We have a stone, right? So we have dopamine. Sometimes dopamine is very the fast, but we have something we are out of control. We have some the brain, the tissue, or some the damaging. But we have some the dopamine, the balance. The reframing, displaying, the setup, the deliver step to step. So the little delay, but we have more organize or manage our lifespan, right? And then also with using the brain, the neurochemistry. So dopamine, endorphin, serotonin, and adrenaline hormone, and the stress hormone, the cortisol hormone. So you can rely on your lifespan, your habit, and then routine. Okay, so we have to this setup. So this one is a bridge between goal, a community, or the meaning, the fear that keep you on the bridge. and also we have to sum enough the period. Why? Anytime we can try to more reach my project or my goal. So we have to ready anytime. So maybe anytime it's the mental or physical or the spiritual, the energy fill out and then ready, you can turn on engine, you can go, right? So but you don't have to put anything no ready, you can go. Also you are now students, so some of the people have a job, but after school you have to job to get your job. So your resume and you have to send the company to certificate, nothing, maybe company no hiring, right? So nothing do. So no ready anything, you don't result, don't get anything. So every time if you have spare time, we are learning to your object or something, study license or the certificate. So you have to try, and you get everything here. The chance coming, you catch, you can together involve your goal project, right? But you don't know nothing, no knowledge, no experience, nothing do, no report, anything, nobody call you, okay? So the insight displaying as a bridge between goal and then accomplishment, but meanings the fear that keep you on the bridge. So keep you on the bridge, and then keep you looking, and then why you had more get your OT